I know, I'm vlogging, and I didn't even need to get bullied into it. Before anyone asks or gets an inkling that I might have had a plan before making these videos, I didn't. Anyway, yeah, the story. The problem with calling this video a White Castle Christmas is that it technically happened in July of 2017. See, I went to community college because it was both infinitely cheaper and I had no fucking talent whatsoever. The good thing about community college, though, is that no one really cares what you do with your time after class. So me and my two friends, Jason and Zach, we used to play this little game where we'd spin a bottle and just kind of drive in the direction it lands forever till we run out of gas. So we decided to eat because that was something we could do at 19 and it wouldn't ruin our lives in the process. So we chose to get dinner at the one place that serves the mentally ill at 2 in the morning, White Castle. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to White Castle when no one's there, but it is magical. Like, there's one guy behind the counter and his eyes are sunken in and there's grease on his shirt. He's like the single court jester and you're the whole royal procession. And it's not like we were the only ones there because the food is bad. We were the only ones there because we had just landed in one of the worst neighborhoods around and we were the only ones stupid enough to leave our car. You see, Zach had a formula of telling if it was a bad neighborhood or not. He would say that your distance between your house and the street would tell you how close you were to getting shot. If you had 2 feet of distance between your house and the street, it was a bad place. Meanwhile, the nicer neighborhoods, it was like God's Needle Gorge and you were climbing up the rocks by your knees. Jason, God bless his soul, he orders like a large pack with like 30 burgers. So he orders 30 burgers and taps out with like 12 or so left. And we begin to drive home. Me, being the fucking bitch friend, I always sat in the back with the 30 or so burgers we didn't eat. And they were fucking gross. We pull up to a stop sign next to this really sketchy looking house. And by really sketchy, we're talking like 1 whole foot away from the street. And I asked Jason, what are we going to do with these fucking burgers? To which Jason just says, I don't fucking know. And I shit you not, there is not a single light on the street. And I just sort of, almost by instinct, grab a burger, got out of the car, opened up the mailbox, and put the burger inside it. Mind you, this could have been Adam Lanza's house for all I fucking knew. But then I just dove back into the car and shouted, go, 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 go. And we left, just like that. And I have no clue what happens in that house afterwards. Part of me worries that it might have been like taken as an act of aggression between the gangs. Like if you check the crime statistics for that neighborhood, there will be a sharp increase in violent crime that night onward. And after driving as far away as possible, hoping we don't get followed and shot at, we are laughing like 3 guys that are the absolute fucking worst. And my buddy Zach goes, let's just do this all night. So we looked at the map and went, who are we gonna harass at this time of night? And we just kind of go, how about everybody? And we fucking did it. We drove to random people's houses throughout the night, placing White Castle burgers in their mailbox like fucking Robin Hood feeding the poor for no other reason than it being a weekend. The only problem arose when we ended up in the nicer neighborhoods because I felt those people would press charges over it and they had the cameras, but I was not about to fucking quit, goddammit. And this one house was a good 15 feet from the street. It was like the final boss. You want to know how I approached it? I crawled on the fucking lawn like I was Solid Snake. As it turns out, those well-trimmed lawns do not actually contain landmines. In fact, they had nothing whatsoever. But nevertheless, we threw the White Castle in the mailbox and sprinted back into the car where Jason was playing Snake Eater already, and we just flew out. And you know, this would not have been a big fucking deal, except other people started doing it. Like the next week, I get a text from a friend saying, why the fuck is there a copy of Space Jam in my mailbox? I went, I don't know, and he sends me a picture of the movie Space Jam with like shitty child's penmanship drawn on it. He was fucking pissed, and I didn't know what to say because it wasn't me, so I went, yo, dog, chill. And that's funny because I actually did put a hot dog in his mailbox about a week ago. At the end of it, I wonder how the people in those houses reacted to it, though. Like, I imagine someone's husband walking into the living room, their wife complaining about the ketchup on their bills. She asks him, where did you get that burger? And he just replies with his mouth full like, oh. And that is how me and 2 friends decided to harass people in a dangerous neighborhood with $1.50 sliders. Don't worry, I don't do it anymore because my new neighborhood is just as bad, but like in a low effort kind of way. Like the people are all crazy crackheads, but like the type that just sort of lay on the ground enjoying their various hallucinogenic drugs. Then it's just kind of sad, like really sad. Plus I'm a bit too old for it. You catch a 19-year-old doing that and it's like, that's a bizarre, albeit harmless fun. Now I'm 22 and it's like, are you real or just one of the voices inside my head? Though if you did enjoy this story, you should leave a like. It won't help me much, but it might give me a reason to get up in the morning. Shout out to my friend Scribble Doll because without her help, this video would not exist. She is literally all the talent. She animates, she draws these little guys that you're looking at right now. It's amazing. God bless her. I'm just the one brave enough to talk into the mic and be kind of passive aggressive about it at the same time.